A little girl is trapped in an aquarium. She struggled desperately, banging hard on the glass. She was about to suffocate when Nina woke up from her nightmare with a sudden nosebleed. At this time she was too young to know what this dream meant. She called out to her father in fear and told him all about the dream she had just had. The rich man comforted his daughter. He put off all his afternoon meetings and then drove to the outskirts of the river. The biting cold wind makes Nina shiver constantly. Her father cracked the ice, signaling Nina to walk into the river. She tells Nina that only strength and courage can overcome fear. And so Nina learns for the first time what it means to be brave. She has never had the same nightmare since. Nina when she was first born. Father is a well-known local tycoon. Her mother died shortly after her birth due to illness. Later she and her father were the only ones to rely on each other. It was Nina's first day at school. The school bus arrived at the castle early to wait. The school bus was used by some of the most famous and wealthy children in the area. Just as Nina was chatting with her partner, her nosebleed flowed again without warning. Just then, there was a sudden loud bang. School bus loses control with flat tire, dashing over the railing of the bridge, falling down. Children struggle and scream in the school bus. Nina tried tapping on the glass but it didn't respond. Noticing the broken glass in front of her, she rushed to the surface to tell her friends. Maybe we can get out of here. Subsequently, she rolled over the body of the driver and swam out the broken front. At that moment a light shone through and enveloped her. Nina curled up and appeared in uncharted territory. A hand reached out and she heard a shout. At this point he has no idea where he is. Is it on Earth or somewhere in the stars? Only to see darkness all around. But in the darkness there is a radiant light. A seemingly holy man rescued her. She leaves it to Nina to choose whether to stay or return to Earth. Nina didn't hesitate and chose to go back. The Holy One granted her request. But Nina also paid for it with her own eyes. Nina woke up to hear her father's anxious cries. She felt the warmth of the embrace. She was blind by then. Darkness before your eyes. After losing her sight, Nina was sent to a boarding school for the blind by her father. Better living conditions and learning environment here. Every day her father would call to check in. Promises to reunite her as soon as possible. Her father also instructed her not to speak the language of her homeland, so as not to reveal her identity. And soon after, Nina didn't wait for her father. Instead, they waited for bad news. Aunt brings news of Nina's father's death. Without her father to pay the expensive school fees, Nina is brought home by her aunt. The aunt was running an illegal business in private. Alone, Nina is forced to help. This day a couple arrived. They had their eye on a baby they wanted to adopt. The woman's name was Nancy and as she went to the bathroom, baby crying from upstairs got her attention. Nancy came upstairs just in time to see Nina. She was touched by this understanding little girl. After learning that she was blind and that her parents had died, Nancy changed her initial mind. Want to adopt this little girl. With the consent of her husband Abel, they adopted Nina. So Nina has a new life and grows up well. Until this day. Once again she had a strange dream. In her dreams she hears her father's cries. She worked her way up to a huge statue, finally meeting her father up there. But when I woke up, the nosebleed was once again left behind. She realized it might be a tip from her father. She went alone to the idol and waited for her father to appear. But in the end it was not to be. Unwilling to give up, she went to a crowded metro station, playing every day the same tune he played for his father when he was a child. I hope this is the way to meet my father again. Final. She managed to wait for someone. A man who helped him awaken his own powers.